Hey, it's your girl Octavia of Shades of Blue Alopecia Awareness and Capricorns. I am back with another Shades of Blue story time, or did I call it story time with Shades of Blue? However, I am back with another story time. So earlier this week, Spirit put this memory in my spirit. So I remember in high school, I'm not sure if I was a junior, a senior, but anyway. So the memory was I was in high school and I remember having a relaxer, and there were some classmates of mine who wore their hair in a wrap, which means they would take their hair. For those who don't know what a wrap is, they would get their hair, I think they would part it in the top of the crown, or they would part it on the side and they would wrap the hair around their head, and they would either probably use a bobby pin or not, hairpins to secure it, or they would just tie it using a silk or satin scarf, right? And so I was like, you know what? It was a very simple style. It was a very popular style, very low maintenance, didn't take a lot of effort. If you wanted to like bump it a little bit with the flat iron or your curling iron just to add a little bounce or a little bump, then that was the case. So I remember that. I remember being in my mom's bathroom. It was something about being in my mom's bathroom or even in my auntie's bathroom. And my hair was probably down to my shoulder. It wasn't that long, but it was a pretty nice length. And I remember wrapping my head and using this pretty scarf. I don't remember where I got it from, but I enjoyed the scarf. It was very pretty. And I would use I'm doing a recording.
Love you.
I love you too, Smokey. But anyway, I admired the scarf so much. So I remember using the Isoplus oil sheen. It was like in a tall royal blue can, and I would use that to wrap my hair, and it made my hair look so shiny and silky and all this other stuff. So anyway, that was my hair moment. So anyway, I'm sharing this with y'all. I'm being obedient to Spirit. So I'm going to have more story times reflecting on the times that I had hair and the issues that I had when I had hair. So that, and now that the memory is coming back to me, that was a safe style, because as I mentioned, if you've ever seen any of my videos and me talking about my alopecia journey, so my edges were very thin, very, very thin, and it was damn near bald. So and it was what I think I remember my grandmother or the elderly ladies calling it feathered edges. I think if y'all remember that phrase or that term, let me know. And yeah, just let me know if y'all ever recall that term or that phrase, feathered edges or feather edges or whatever. So that was a safe style because it allowed me to hide my alopecia, right? At the time, I didn't know that it was called alopecia. I didn't know it was a thing until 2016. 17 or something like that, when I started doing my own research. So anyway, that was a safe style. So I was able to camouflage my alopecia during that time. So, and there were a lot of safe styles that I had during that time. I had everything from a relaxer with the wrap. I had a short haircut, almost like the Halle Berry style haircuts. I wore braids, the little single box braids, the bob, like how Brandy wore when Moesha was out. So yeah, there were Some styles I tried to hide it. Then there were times where I couldn't. So it was what it was. I mean, at the time, especially when my mom was doing my hair, I had no choice because it was either in braids or in braids. If you if you pick up what I'm putting down. But anyway, that's my story. That's my journey. Thank you for watching my trip down memory lane, story time edition. So thank you. Peace and balance, y'all.